Ernest Gary Madden.
Names were read. Then a bell was rung to remember the loss of a life that ended too soon.
Dwayne Joseph Marhefka.
A veteran or family member placed a rose in memory of the men from Columbiana County who were killed in action in Vietnam. Members of the Army, Navy, and U.S. Marine Corps who paid the ultimate price for our country.
Altogether, including the 2 Medal of Honor winners, we have 33 in Columbiana County that were killed in Vietnam. There are a couple still missing in action.
A nephew was here to remember his uncle, Daniel Samuel Ferry, who was around 20 when he was killed in action.
It's always important to remember the servicemen. They gave up their time. Possibly some of them gave up their life to protect this country, to serve for this country, and that should be recognized.
2 young men from Columbiana County who were killed in action were posthumously awarded our nation's highest military honor by the President for going to extraordinary lengths to save others. U.S. Marine Melvin Earl Newell was awarded the Medal of Honor July 1967, and U.S. Marine Ralph Ellis Diaz was awarded the Medal of Honor November 1969.
The Medal of Honor is the top award given. It's usually presented by the President.
Those who paid the ultimate price for our country were given a salute. A rifle volley took place. Then taps were played.
We've had other conflicts since Vietnam, and it seems to be kind of a forgotten war. And we just want to keep their memories alive.
With more local news, I'm Janet Rogers.
We're going to set up triage in front of International Towers.
This afternoon, around 170 residents at International Tower, next door to Realty Tower, were shaken by an explosion shortly before 3.
Felt like an earthquake, and then it sounded like a boom. A bomb went off.
I went outside. I was told that Chase Bank had an underground explosion, and we were all to vacate.
Mahoning's emergency management director tells us the Covelli Center opened doors for residents who needed a place to stay, while the American Red Cross volunteers provided water and snacks.
I would say we might have had 75 here at the peak of it. The others obviously sought shelter or accommodations somewhere else until the danger passed.
Around 3.5 hours later, residents were allowed to return home, but are only allowed to use the back entrance. Those we talked with were happy to go home. However, they still worry.
I just hope we can stay in the building, that nothing will go on.
I'm still really concerned because a lot of us have oxygen tanks, a lot of us are diabetic, a lot of us have problems walking, like for instance, my mom. There's a lot who are really sick in that building. Although all the residents at International Towers have been allowed to go back home, those next door where the explosion happened at Realty Towers will have to find another place to stay. At Realty Tower, tenants who love the historical spacious apartment in the center of downtown don't know if they'll ever be allowed back inside.
Stuff is just stuff. I'm just happy that I'm all right and was at work.
With more local news, I'm Janet Rogers. There was a great turnout for the 2023 Fallen Officers Forever on Patrol Memorial Run, sponsored by the Fraternal Order of Police Youngstown Lodge 28 and the Blue Knights. The run begins and ends at the Bikers Brew House and Harley-Davidson in Austintown. The event to reflect on and remember the lives and friendships of officers who died in the line of duty.
This is our annual fundraiser for the Fallen Officers Memorial Luncheon that we have every May. At Our Lady of Mount Carmel, that honors the memory of those officers that made the ultimate sacrifice. And as you see, this is our 20th year. We started this when Michael Hartzell was slain 20 years ago.
Fallen but never forgotten, forever on patrol. Yes. We at our department, we lost 2 officers. Many departments lost a lot, and the memorial brings that all back. And once again, the camaraderie, seeing people you haven't seen, it just a good feeling.
Over 100 bikers from our region took part in this memorial bike run. Many take part year after year. Folks in the community say our police officers who run to danger to help and serve are an important part of our communities.
We need them. We need their support. We need to support them.
To support the fallen officers out here. It's a good cause, and we need to be out here doing that.
I knew 7 or 8 of those officers personally. So, I remember the circumstances, and, I miss each and every one of them as much as the first one that I got to know.
With more local news, I'm Janet Rogers. At Mill Creek Junior Baseball, there was an opening ceremony to celebrate 70 years. It included the singing of the national anthem, plus the ceremonial throwing of the first pitch by YSU President Bill Johnson.
Let's get a big one.
The
Go.
league at its pinnacle hosted over 800 kids. After the COVID pandemic, numbers dropped, but they're climbing again, up to 528 taking part this year.
We're up to 40 total teams. And the nice thing to see is we're getting big numbers in T-ball. We're getting big numbers in our 6 to 8 coach pitch. And we're hoping that if those kids stay happy and enjoy playing, they're going to come back through the ranks and stay up here through Pony and Colt.
Hold the bat.
The new league president tells us the board members, trustees, and volunteers make this possible. Over the past 15 years, they've upgraded fields and facilities and will continue that work.
Good job.
We put in a batting barn so the kids can work out all year long. We just installed brand new LED lights 2 years ago.
Kids who take part say they're learning teamwork, discipline, and determination.
How to get better and stuff, and when you practice, you get better.
They're also building friendships with other kids from Salem, Boardman, North Jackson,
Let's go
Niles,
first.
Youngstown, and municipalities across our region.
Mill Creek's a big part of our friendship, teamwork, and stuff.
Big hit. Good job.
The league intends to make the opening day ceremony an annual tradition. The day picture perfect for 40 teams who are ready to play ball. The total of 471 scheduled games this year.
Good job, Michael.
With more local news, I'm Janet Rogers. At Pioneer Trails Tree Farm in Poland, choosing the right Christmas tree is a tradition for many folks and families in our region. You can either ride a wagon with your family for free and choose your tree, or you can pull a sled, grab a saw, and walk the property.
Every single year. Yeah, this is whether it's snowing, whether it's today's a very nice day, we go out and make it an event and go cut down the tree.
First, they checked out the selection of cut trees that are individually priced, which range in size from 3 feet and up to 14 feet high. Then they venture out to find a tree that catches their eye. After finding 2 favorites, Cindy and Sam walked the farm, making sure they had just the one they wanted for their home this Christmas. All trees you cut yourself cost $79.
It's Christmas without a real tree.
And I guess it's a tradition from the standpoint that you actually get to choose your tree each year, and obviously places like this do a great job of producing them so we can enjoy them.
At Pioneer Trails Tree Farm, they grow 40 acres of various evergreens. For families, kids, and couples, this tradition is helping create memories that will last a lifetime.
Bring it back to the barn, we shake it and bale it, and provide a great family experience.
They even provide twine to tie the tree to your SUV, car, or truck. Owners tell us it takes around 6 to 7 years to raise a harvestable crop of trees. And there are advantages to buying real over a tree in a box.
If they purchase a real tree, they're supporting farmers, they're buying local, and it's also good for the environment because the trees are giving out oxygen and improving the environment, not taking away from it like plastics would do with artificial trees.
For 40 years, the Tree Farm has been helping folks enjoy the wonders of Christmas, and for decades they've been giving back, donating trees to Operation Evergreen to send a touch of home to our troops overseas. For kids and adults, it's a tradition that keeps them coming back year after year.
It smells so good, and
It's nature. A fake tree is perfect. Nothing's perfect.
With more local news, I'm Janet Rogers.